No matter how much emotion and feeling you may have or how much hurt you may have, life has to go on. Life doesn't stop for anybody. So if you don't process that and understand that, you're stuck in whatever time period you got hurt forever. Forever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So grudges and anger and negativity, I don't have time for it because I'm living to do so much positive things.
How do you feel about the concept of toxic masculinity?
There is no toxic masculinity. The problem is that there is a lack of masculinity. Fathers aren't around anymore, and most of the elementary schools have only female faculty. Therefore, boys are not developing by being reckless at a young age, which causes them to wreak havoc at an older age and develop psychological problems, allowing the karmic cycle to continue.
Yes, exactly.
Marriage is hard. Divorce is hard. Choose your heart. Obesity is hard. Being fit is hard. Choose your heart. Being in debt is hard. Being financially independent is hard. Choose your heart. Communication is hard. Not communicating is hard. Choose your heart. Life will never be easy. It will always be hard. But you know what's the best part is? We can choose our heart.
Game is game.
So, madam, why do you feel you deserve custody of this child?
Well, I brought him into this world, so I should get custody of him.
That's a simple but fair enough reason. And you, sir, why do you feel you deserve custody of this child?
Well, if I put money into a Pepsi machine and a Pepsi comes out, is it mine or the machine's?
Damn!
Toxic love is where both people are working independently to use the relationship to serve their own needs. That's toxic love. And conscious love is where both people independently take care of themselves so they can bring their best self to each other. Where this often goes wrong is that toxic love turns into a competition. Toxic love now is who's doing more for each other, who gives more love to each other, who does more work around the house. You turn the whole thing into a competition, which is not teamwork. And conscious love is not saying you're the selfless one, it's you're making agreements. I think that's the mistake that love was constantly, conscious love was always like, be selfless, love more than the other person, give more. That's not healthy either. What's healthy is we're actually going to create boundaries, we're actually going to create agreements, we're actually going to create principles, we're going to create rules.
Once again, I think their relationship and them two together is back crap crazy. But Will Smith and Jada Pinkett was right when they said you got to learn how to love yourself and bring that to somebody else so y'all can bring y'all love together. Another person can't make you happy. You only can make yourself happy and bring the happiness to somebody else.
I remember years ago I worked in a call center and I had a female employee that reported to me and just very kind to me, just like the type of person you want to help win. She comes to my office, she was like, boss, can I use your phone? I was like, sure. She gets on the phone and she's like, what? I told you that. Why you did it? And then hangs up. She was like, thanks, boss. And I was like, yeah. Now this is somebody that was on my team for years. So I was like, may I ask who you were speaking to? She was like, oh, that was my husband. I said, may I give you some feedback? She said, yes. I said, please don't speak to me better than you speak to your husband. Ooh.
Oh. And she probably immediately was like, but that's classic female tactics. They'll try to degrade one man to get at another. She probably had a crush on him. And she was just like, yeah, if I speak to him like this and speak to him like that, then she'd see like, yeah, I ain't really happy with this guy. Maybe this guy put it inside me too. Yeah, this guy probably will put it inside you. But guess the F what? He won't marry you like the last guy did. And then two, this guy won't because he have too much respect for you, your husband, and especially himself. If you talk to your husband like that, he know you don't give a F about him. You just in a lustful state right now. Men need to be men and tell these women and tell people when they wrong. Tell other men you wrong, tell women they wrong, and tell children no.
You moving off of experience and then you moving off of a very feminine-based mind.
Like, this isn't feminine. This is extremely masculine. What part do you think of my mindset as feminine?
All of it.
What part? You got to name one.
You're moving as if we're just sexual beings.
No one said that a woman is just sexual beings. I've said it on a podcast, I think 3 times. When a woman meets a man, she has to add value to the man outside of sex in order to retain that man.
So does a man.
Well, the man was already adding value outside the sex because that's how he got the sex.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. That makes sense.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
You can already tell from the beginning that the way her energy was, like, I'm out, I'm shut down. Like, anything you say to me, I'm not listening. I'm talking just to talk now. I'm not responding. I'm just talking. He kept himself calm, seeing that she was in a masculine way. She was in a masculine frame. She was shutting herself out just from her attitude. And he hit her with some logic. Boom. You know, just off his calmness, just off his masculinity, it made her more feminine. She was just like, oh, you're right. And that's how we got to do, fellas. You got to stay stoic, stay calm, stay level-headed.
What do I do when a man solves my problem? Whatever you say. I show my gratitude. Because it ain't so many problems solved out here.
I like this. Boy, she's something else. I want to...
You ever seen a happy woman that's great?
The cameras...
You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know because I shouldn't tell you. Because I shouldn't tell you.
Let's go to the next clip.
A lot of these women be like, I know my values. Values what? You're just like every other chick out here. I've seen 1,000 of views. You're not really contributing anything with your woman-like abilities to anyone. You're selfish. You're entitled. You're sneaky. You're manipulative. What is your value?
Woman-like abilities is your femininity. Yeah, you have a vagina. Yeah, you know how to suck peen. Yeah, you know how to do sexual things. But guess what? Every guy on the internet know you know how to do this. Every guy on the internet saw you do it. Every guy on the internet can see your body. So what is your value? If you know how to do all this stuff, keep it a secret to you and your man. Yeah, I know my woman know how to do this, and none of y'all gonna find out because none of y'all gonna know. She's not on the internet berating that she know how to ride this from Texas all the way to California. She's not on the internet saying she can suck a nail out of a casket. She's not on the internet showing that she can suck a nail out of a casket. If you know how to do that stuff, your value is to keep it closed, keep it disclosed, and save it for your man.
If there were no men in this world, what would be the easiest and the hardest thing for women to do? Basically, if there were no men in this world, there will be no women.
Gotcha.
There are some women in the world, they be like, their man can look at them and be like, yo, she got a fat ass. And you be like, you right. Are you the type of girl, Mo? Because I hate them type of girls, Mo, and I don't want to hate you. I'm not that type of girl.
Thank you, Mo.
However,
Okay. But you have to establish like what's okay and what's not okay in your relationship.
It's never okay for a man to look at a girl's ass is fat when they with their girlfriend. I feel like that is a male sport. Why you include me in this game? I didn't ask to play. I'm maybe on the bench when it comes to that. Don't put me in the game.
Some things are obnoxious. Like, come on. Like, we all see it. You can tell me.
It has to be crazy. It can't just be a fat ass though. Cause it's fat asses everywhere in the world right now.
It is, and all
fat
over their
asses
phones
is like water.
Hey, come on, man. Off man.
You're a victim.
Ladies, your sex is not a prize, okay? Because innately, especially if you're with somebody for a long time, he's getting you off and you're getting him off. The sex is not a prize. Your time that you spend with him is the prize. We can have sex all day, every day. But if you don't spend time with him, if you don't do things that he want to do, if you don't just be there and show him appreciation and all that stuff, then that sex means nothing because he can get that from anybody, okay? We value different things, all right? So therefore, show your appreciation. Show him time in the way that he would like to spend time.
If you don't want to buy no girl nothing and you talking about you feel like you a simp, you don't want to get their hair done, you don't want to get their nails done, you don't want to do nothing for them, you don't want to send them no little cash app, no little Zelle to make them feel good for the day, you don't want to take them on no date, leave them type of girls alone. Leave them type of girls alone. You know what them type of girls look like. If you can't afford that girl, leave her alone. Because guess what? It is a group of men. It's a society of men. They want them type of girls and we will take care of them. You feel me? We gonna make them feel safe. Baby, you want the cash out? You need them nails done? You ain't even have to ask me. I'm gonna look at the nails. You feel me? There you go. You wanna go eat, baby? I'm gonna eat anyway. She is safe with us.
So I don't entirely disagree with him. I mean, you can just tell off the video what type of guy he is. He loves jewelry. He loves to be flashy. He loves this type of stuff. So if that's the type of time he on, then he gonna want his woman on that type of time. But that's the type of stuff you do with a woman that you like, actually want to be with. You know, you cannot just do that for any and every woman because she'll just come in your life and use you and then move on. The poorest woman will make the richest man poor. You have to value your time and your money just as much as you got to value her time and her money and her body. But if you're going to be with someone, if you're going to be with a girl, if you're going to be with somebody that you actually like and you know she actually like you and things like that, get your money up. Get yourself together. Get things together that you know she will like and appreciate. You appreciate it yourself because you're like, yo, I did this for my woman. You know, I held my woman down. And most likely she'll hold you down in the end.
We're going to have to get to a point where we're not at war with these men. We're going to have to get to the point where we stop blaming them for our trauma and blaming our past relationships from our trauma. Realistically, how we handle relationships was stemmed from how we were raised. Whether you were raised by a single mother, to do is unlearn the stuff that our moms taught us. Some of us were raised by such strong single women, but you can't be so strong in your independence where you don't let that man lead you. You really have to unlearn what your mother taught you. You have to unlearn what society standards have taught you because it's not working. It's clearly not working. We're over here fighting with men. We are women. They're supposed to lead us, and then we follow that. So we have to get over ourselves in some aspects, learn ourselves, understand our emotional biology, understand our emotions and our hormones, be it from menstrual cycles, be it from birth control hormones. Take a step back for a minute. That man did not cause all your pain. A lot of your pain came from your mental mindset.
I like this one right here. I agree with it 100%. And I'll just add a double jeopardy to it. I think that it's a lot of women that actually grew up with women that taught them how to, you know, treat a man and how to act and how to be or treat yourself in public and, you know, how to carry yourself. I think it's such an influence now, especially in our entertainers and rappers and actresses and things like that, to be such an independent woman that it's kind of a bully tactic to the women who grew up in a structured household to be like, you know what, you might have, but now you got to get it on your own, sis. You got to do this. Because think about it. Even women with money, they look for a man with more money because they don't want to spend their money. They don't want to spend their money on these bills in this house. They want a man to give them that. But just in case that man to be like, you know, I'm up and I'm out. They're like, whatever. I got my own money anyway. I wasn't fully committed to this anyway because that money turns a woman's mind into a whole different aspect. When you talk to her, you have to learn her. That's why going on dates where you go to the movies or y'all can talk less, it's not where it's at. You have to learn her. Understand where her family structure come from, who raised her, what her mama mindset was like. Because at the end of that conversation, you'll be able to figure out what type of mindset she got. It's not that we're not attracted to independent women. We're unattracted to women who make their whole characteristic about being independent. But look, that's the end of the video. Watch another video, share another video, like another video, and I'm going to give what y'all on the next one. I'm going to give y'all 2 to the side. I'm out.